Fishing or biting doesn't mean you stop trying. It's something that we...
G'day everyone. More and more I'm receiving messages, particularly questions, through my social media platforms, particularly Facebook and Instagram. Now, I'm finding it harder and harder to keep up with replying to the messages, but I want to be able to help. That's who I am. I love helping people. But the thing is, I have two beautiful little girls, and I just love my little girls, and I want to spend more time with them as well. Give it a squeeze. What is that? Squeeze them. Doesn't matter how old you are, you just have to go up the down escalator. Don't fall over when you get to the bottom. Come on. Now, a lot of you probably don't realise that of an evening I'll sit there with my phone in my hand replying to messages. Sometimes it takes a few hours. I'm not lying, sometimes I'll get 30 to 40 messages a day, and I try my best to keep up. So I've been trying to think for a while now, how can I combat this? What can I do that will allow me to still help people but spend more time with my beautiful little girls? What I've decided is that I'm going to set up a weekly Robbie Fishing Q&A, a questions and answers segment. And I'm going to launch it this Wednesday at 7 PM, and then every single Wednesday at 7 PM I'll be uploading a questions and answers type video, a Robbie Fishing Q&A, and I will try and pick a few of the best questions that I've received during the week, and questions that I think might be able to help other people as well, and hopefully I can help as many people as possible. Now, the downside to this is, if you send me a message on Facebook or Instagram and I don't reply, please don't take it personally. Please don't think I haven't seen it, because it's much quicker to read it than it is to sit there and type to a reply. I do see them, I do appreciate them, and I'll try and answer as many as I can in my weekly Q&A section. So please don't think that I'm ignoring you or that I'm rude, but the fact is, putting your kids first isn't rude, and I'm going to put my kids first. Anybody with kids will understand. People without kids might think I'm being rude, I don't know. People who are kids might not understand. But anyway, starting this Wednesday, folks, Robbie Fishing Q&A. Feel free to fire your questions through to me. You can find me on Facebook as Robbie Alexander Photography and Fishing, or just Robbie Alexander. I think I've still got room for a few friends on there, but it's filling up fast because there's only a limit to how many you can have. And you can find me as Robbie Fishing or Robbie Alexander on Instagram as well. So check me out. Ask me your questions and I will do my best to answer them publicly on this platform, YouTube, every Wednesday night at 7 PM. Now, just to give you a bit of an idea, I'm going to answer a couple now for this week, just to get a bit of a head start. Rightio, what have we got here? These are questions that I've received during the week. Just excuse me for 1 second while I find them. I screenshotted them so that'd be easy. Rightio, Liam asks, here's my phone here. Liam asks, what have you found as the best bait for shrimp? Well, Liam, I believe shrimp and other crustaceans such as yabbies are vegetarian. I don't know whether that's true or not. I have heard that, I've read that, but I find the best bait for shrimp to be meat. A lot of people say they'll use gum leaves. Some people like to use soap. Personally, I like meat. Any meat will do. Fatty meat is particularly good. Things like chops. Go to your local butcher and just ask for a couple of dollars worth of offcuts, and they'll just get you the bits of fat and meat and stuff that they've cut off the bones. They are as good as any and as cheap as any. Just off-cut meat from the butcher. Great bait for shrimp and for yabbies if you happen to be watching. The next question is from Geordie. Just says, tips for fishing in dirty water. I get a lot of very open-ended questions. Is Geordie in China fishing for ching wang fish? I don't know. Is Geordie in New Zealand chasing rainbow trout, and his idea of dirty water might have a clarity of 2 meters? I don't know. So basically, rule of thumb, in my area here, if I'm fishing in dirty water for Murray cod or trout, in dirty water I like a fluorescent coloured lure, a bright coloured lure that'll stand out in the dirty water, a rattle, Surface lures seem to work better in dirty water than other lures, possibly because they splash across the surface. You see, a lot of fish have got that lateral line down their side, and that lateral line senses vibration, and that splashing of a surface lure the fish might just sense that through that lateral line and then know to go to the top and hone in on that signal. So in dirty water, use things that vibrate, things that rattle, and things that are bright in colour. And it's the same for Murray cod or trout. Follow those principles: vibration, colour. You just want something that's going to be loud and intrusive that will help appeal to the senses of the fish, not necessarily the eyesight, but the vibrations and the hearing. Now, I'll do one more. This is from Jimmy Cricket. I love these kinds of messages. Jimmy, I've met Jimmy. He's a terrific young fella, James. G'day, Robbie. I was wondering if you could make more talking videos about Murray cod and some other fish, like rods and reels, lures, techniques, and other stuff like that. I'm not saying you have to, it's just a suggestion. I would love to see some. And then another message. Sorry, that was really rude. I meant to say, hi, how are you at the start, sorry. That's sweet. That's what that is. That is sweet. What a wonderful young man. I'm really sorry I forgot to say hello at the start of my message. Imagine if everyone had those sort of messages. Jimmy, you're one of my favourite fans, and I hope you're watching this video. This very video is what you're asking for. More talking type videos. During the winter, when the fishing goes quiet, I don't get out as often. Today, for example, we've had a strong southerly change. The temperature's dropped. I'm wearing a jacket. It's cooled right down. I've got to work this afternoon. I haven't got time to go fishing, and if I did, the fishing might not be great. So as the weather cools down and we get more days like today, I'll be making more talking videos. During the winter, my plans are to run this weekly Q&A, which is what I'm doing now, every Wednesday night at 7 PM, Robbie Fishing questions and answers. That'll be one talking type video. During the winter, or the off season as I call it, I also plan on doing more lure reviews, product reviews. I want to do more bushwalking videos during the winter just to keep videos flowing on my channel, and I'll still be doing a little bit of fishing from time to time. I've got lakes I can fish in and maybe a bit of crayfish, so there will be content coming. There'll be less fishing and more talking during the winter. This will not make most people happy, but there's not much I can do about it, but it might make some people like yourself happy, Jimmy. So thanks very much to those 3 people for the questions. That's what you can expect every Wednesday night at 7 PM. I am going to upload another video, Robbie Fishing Q&A. Fire your questions through to Robbie Alexander on Facebook, or on Robbie Alexander or Robbie Fishing on Instagram. YouTube comments take priority. I like to reply to as many YouTube comments as I can. They get first priority over Facebook messages and Instagram messages. Thanks very much, everybody. I hope you understand why I'm going to find it hard to reply to messages from now on, but I just hope that some of you can learn from my question and answer segment. And just remember, one last plug. Every Wednesday, starting this Wednesday at 7 PM, tune in for Robbie Fishing Q&A.
Fishing or biting doesn't mean you stop trying. That's something that we all believe. There's depth to the water, no chip on your shoulder, and autumn leaves sing on the breeze. The less is more.